Padme, do you know where Anakin is?
No.
Palpatine is the Sith Lord we've been looking for. Anakin became his new apprentice.
I don't believe you.
I must find him.
There is still good in him. I know it. Anakin told me he was going to Mustafar. We need to find him before Obi-Wan.
Oh, dear.
I've requested that my ship be prepared for takeoff. We must head to the landing pad immediately.
If what Master Kenobi
Pregnant
says is
Padme.
true,
Wow.
may I suggest we leave this in
Pregnant
the
Lego
capable
characters.
hands of the Jedi?
No.
Alright, so hello everybody, welcome back. Oh, I guess I do actually have to go there. To some Lego Star Wars. As you can see, we're heading into the final section of episode 3, which will put us at 6 movies down, 3 to go. Potentially this will unlock a bunch of galaxy stuff for us to do, because I don't think we've been to Mustafar yet, so assuming this actually takes us to a planet and not just a mission. Yes, Obi-Wan, you're so stealthy. I like this ship. It's a pretty cool looking one. It's really long. Don't know why they wouldn't just let me go to Mustafar, but whatever. I'll give it to them. We needed to see Obi-Wan sneaking onto the ship. Now, theoretically, the only people going on that ship should have been Padme and 3PO, so the fact that anybody else was getting on the ship should have made her suspicious, but... That's gotta be like...
This is definitely Mustafar. But where could Master Anakin be?
Like, that's gotta be the hard part, right? Is having a,
Are you? That droid won't notice that one gold ship's missing,
having
right?
a ship that,
Right? You look
a
serious.
spaceship anyway that
I'm
can be
outta
piloted
here.
by a
See
single
ya.
person.
Hey, that had everything I'd ever stolen in it. Oh, that's why you destroyed it. Fair enough.
I mean, I can't say that that's why I destroyed it. I mean, I destroyed it because the game told me there was a challenge to destroy it. Broken off pieces for protecting it. Mustafar is like a factory of some kind, right? Like that's what it's like, an industrial planet, because it's like not habitable really. Okay, so just fly through everything, I take it. How long? 70 seconds, eh? That's, I don't know, but that's not too bad. At least not if I get them in a good lineup like this. Like, look at that. Tore through a bunch right there. Unfortunately, I have these two, and then I'm going to have to just straight up turn around. Oh god, and there's some down there too. Come on. Okay, this will be closer than I thought. I still think I've got it, but still closer than I thought. There we go. Gold. Oh wait, did I only get money for that? Oh no, there we go. Darken. Okay. Hang on, I got an itch. Oh. Anyway. That's okay, that's just travel stuff. Okay, well, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. Yeah, I don't know. It shows a ship and another character token, but clearly not actually here yet, so that's fine. Oh, it's because it's actually in space. I thought it was a landing thing. Really feel like these landing sequences could have been shorter. Because they take way too much time.
The Separatists have been taken care of, my master.
It is finished, then. Huh?
What are you doing out here?
I was so worried about you. Obi-Wan said you had turned to the dark side?
I have brought peace to the Republic. Together, you and I can rule the galaxy.
Obi-Wan was right. You've changed.
The Jedi turned against me. Don't you turn against me. Anakin! If you're not with me, then you're my enemy!
Alright. Wow, really doing a little dance, eh?
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
You will try.
So there's a couple, or there's 3 challenges. All of them seem to be
No, but how could we
rather
possibly help
quick.
a Jedi in the middle of a battle?
So one is that one,
Cheap trick.
to hit him with the bend. Oh, whoops, not 3PO. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck, and I missed. Another one is to throw that at him. Unfortunately, this stupid fucking lock-on that I absolutely hate. You know what? Give me somebody else. Let me see. Did the cart somehow survive? Or is there another one? No, I didn't think so. Hang on. Quit level, quit the main menu. No, just do it on my next. On the next part. I gotta come in to get all of the mini kits anyway. Where are you going? Okay. Next part's gotta be on the other end of this, though. I know the next challenge we can do, yeah, it is, it's right here. Has to do with just taking this. This is the entire challenge, is just to go this direction instead of through the front door. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Anakin's storyline is well done in some aspects, but at the same time, the Jedi were fucking morons through it all. 'Cause like, I mean, I think I've said this once before, but it's like, he's destined to bring balance to the Force, and there's a fuck ton of Jedi, and as far as they're aware, well, I guess at the beginning of the movie, 0 Sith, right? Like, they think that the Sith have all been wiped out. But then, even then, they learn, you know, 2. Guaranteed 1 when Darth Maul shows up, and then, you know, it's like, oh, but there's always a master and apprentice, which means there's guaranteed to be 2, right?
But you won't be alive to see it.
So it's like the only way to balance out the Force would obviously be to add more Sith, add more Dark Force users. So I mean, that's stupid. And then at the same time, they're like,
Palpatine has poisoned your mind, Anakin.
they just constantly piss him off, right? Like, it's like, oh, you get to sit on the council, but we will not call you a master. And it's like, all they did was antagonize him over and over again. Because, like, I understand, you know, he's still a kid, you know, he has whatever. But, like, I don't know. It's just, it could have been avoided so many times over. And a lot of it just has to do with, like, you know, the Jedi traditions and whatnot, you know? Like, it's like, you're not allowed to have a wife or care about people because you're not allowed to have your emotions. And it's like, he's a human. He's gonna have emotions. Like, do they not have, like...
Gone, I will overthrow the Empire and take control of my new empire.
Anakin!
Like, do they not have the concept of, like, anger management that we have? Where it's like, oh yeah, if you just keep pushing those emotions down and down, if you're forced to suppress those emotions, at some point, they're going to blow up. And not in a healthy way. And then, you know, that's exactly what happened, you know?
This will be easy.
It's like, oh, you can't be with Padme? Why not? Because you're a Jedi. And it's like, but... It's like, now you're not allowed to love. And it's like, but... You know, like, they want him to suppress all of these emotions that you don't really have any kind of control over, you know?
I don't think this facility would pass any safety inspection.
Like, you can't control emotions like that, you know? And, like, yeah, you can to a degree. Like, you know, like, obviously you can be attracted to someone and not do anything about it.
Anakin,
I mean...
please, you don't have to do this!
But it just telling somebody you're not allowed to just because, you know? Like, that's not gonna go well. And, yeah. I mean, they do that in, like, a lot of the Star Wars stuff, like games and whatnot, where it's like, it's like, oh, you're not allowed emotions, you're not allowed close attachments, you know, like you're not allowed love and whatnot, and then in pretty much every single one of them, it's also like, oh yeah, by the way, love conquers all, and it's like, well, not in all of them, obviously, to not work for Anakin, but in like Knights of the Old Republic, if you play as a male character and you can get into a relationship with, I can't remember her name, Bastilla or something. It starts with a B. It's something like Bastilla. Like, I'm not far off with that. I know at least that much, that I'm very close with that. And yeah, like so much of the conversations with her is like, yeah, I love you, but we're fucking Jedi and we're not allowed to do that. And like, that's like coming from her. I mean, obviously different wording, but yeah, it's like a whole thing. And then, you know, in the end, the fact that, you know, you were in a relationship with her is what lets her break Darth Malak or whatever his name was. That's what allows her to break his hold over her, you know, and come back from the dark side. So it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things, like, I understand where they're coming from, because obviously if it's just like, you know, a straight up allow it type deal, you know, yes, it can lead to negatives, you know, it can lead to people making rash decisions, you know, not thinking things through and all that. But at the same time, I feel like the benefits outweigh the downsides, you know, because like, you know, if they let all the Jedi, you know, have close romantic relationships, and then something happens to that person, that is like a fucking express ticket to the dark side, right? Because nobody handles that well, assuming that it was something unnatural that happened to them. Like, obviously, if they die of, like, natural causes or something, you know, but, like, if somebody kills them, then yeah, that's gonna be, like a straight path opening up for them to the dark side. And it's basically just, like, not trusting Jedi who they've trained, or not trusting themselves to train Jedi in a way that doesn't
my power.
Anakin,
don't do this.
that actually lets them, you know, overcome stuff like that. Like, it's basically just shitting on themselves. Like, yeah, we can't train people to, you know, not turn into a raving monster when something happens to a loved one. Because that makes sense, right? So yeah, I mean, like, the whole, yeah, I don't know.
I can certainly be of assistance here.
I mean, let's face it, it's a religion. It has its good, it has its bad.
It doesn't have to
If you
end
try
like
and
this,
follow it
Anakin.
exactly without taking the human factor into account, it's gonna fail. If you go 100% against it, then you're gonna fail in a different way, you know? But I mean, yeah. It's probably why, like I said, I love the episode 1. They travel to a bunch of places. I like the story. I don't mind Jar Jar. He's not my favorite character, but I also don't understand the, like, absolute hatred people seem to have for him. I mean, he's he's the comedic relief, like, whatever, right? There's characters like him in a huge amount of movies.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You are the chosen one. I hate you. There he is. He's still alive.
We need to save the babies.
Babies.
She's carrying twins.
Wow, that's a sound for giving birth. Like, wow.
Split up. They should be. My wife and I will take the girl.
And what of the boy?
To Tatooine. To his family. Send him.
I'm surprised they didn't put something stupid on him first.
Where is Padme?
Oh, I'm afraid she is no more. You did not know the strength of your own anger.
See, now, obviously they couldn't because, well, I guess they could have if they, but, you know, having Darth Vader be, like, born at, like, the end of the movie is obviously, like, the way to do it, right? Like, there's no question about that. But I'm just wondering if, because he knew she was pregnant, right? And now, granted, once again, haven't seen the movies in forever. Going off of this, he doesn't ask about whether or not the baby survived. Honestly, understandable. I get that. They were on a planet covered in lava. As far as he, you know, he did the thing to her to force choked her or whatever. he did, and then had a whole fight with Obi-Wan, and then they had to fix him up. So it's understandable that he just assumes that if she's dead, so are the babies, right? That's fine. But I'm wondering if it would have been more impactful. But once again, because they made 4, 5, and 6 first, I won't say that this is how they should have done it. If they had made 1, 2, and 3 first, then maybe. But if it would have been more impactful to also have Padme survive, but have the guy tell him that she died, and then find out later that not only did she survive, but so did his children. Obviously that would have completely altered everything after episode 3, which is why, like I said, I don't think that's how they should have done it. But, you know, like, theoretically, he had very little attachment to the children since they hadn't even been born yet.
I will do what I must.
You will try.
Now, did that work? Yeah, it did. That was the last challenge, was to hit him with the cake. Okay, so we'll just knock him out here. Can I switch right now? I can't. Aha. Fight a Twi'lek. Did you just push R2 for some reason? I thought enemies were supposed to ignore droids. Uh-huh. Okay,
Well,
not quite sure.
Isn't this quite the truth?
Oh wow, so it's gonna switch me to Obi-Wan every time. That's annoying. You know, in the other levels where I fought people with lightsabers, as long as I was a Jedi, it let me do it. Alright. And yeah, it did it just like it did last time. Or because it forced me into Obi-Wan, it took away Ayla. Well, whatever. Not like they're really different characters for the purposes of real life. But yeah, I mean, that's my 2 cents. Like, obviously, how do I get that?
Step back.
Oh.
I'll handle this.
But yeah, like, obviously, because 4, 5, and 6 were first. And it still isn't, like, it's not a bad way to do it, by any means. And I mean, it gives them time for the Empire to become the Empire, because, you know, and whatnot. And like I said, if they had done it where Padme survived along with the children, you know, it wouldn't make any sense for them to have split them up or anything. Like I said, like, if they had, like that scenario, like, if somebody were to try and rewrite it so Padme lived, like, literally everything after that point would have to be split up. Now, you could argue that it could be similar, and they still split them up, and Padme just ends up not with her children, but, you know, I feel like Padme, with the way that she's portrayed and everything, isn't going to let that, like, isn't going to be away from her kids, like, for that amount of time, right? Like, even if she thought it was for the best, I don't think that she would remain apart from her children for the length of time of that, you know? What the hell is happening there? Okay. What was the point to that? That's just weird. Also, I don't know why I'm destroying shit. Wonder where this leads. Is this a safe? Okay. It is safe in here. That's honestly a little bit of a surprise. I kind of expected to die there. Okay, I was gonna say I don't know how to get out. Okay, hopefully this gets me that little bit close. Okay, good. I was gonna say I still don't know how to get out, but we're good. We made it. All right, so I know that there's one mini kit at like the end. Well, let's see. We didn't come in here last time. Oh, I see. Open this up somehow. Okay, and there's a button there. Oh, I see.
Do you even know which way you're going? You're always getting lost.
Okay, so that opens up the protocol droid. Oh no, the R2 thing. Right, I am the protocol droid. Oh.
The Empire will thrive
Yeah,
under
he's all the
my
way over there.
rule, but you won't be alive to see it.
Stop wrecking shit. Oh, he's throwing in tantrums all the time. Okay, I was gonna say, right, I forgot that it cut to that screen first.
That was very unpleasant.
Okay. No, I need a... how do I activate this thing? Okay. No. I mean, it also shows that there's a mini kit right at him. Oh, wait.
It'd be a real shame if that were to suddenly blow up. I'm in. So what's the plan? Fire in the hole!
Okay. I mean, obviously he's standing on that, so that should do something. I mean, it's fine as long as he's still standing there. There we go. Look at that. We got it all fixed and put back together. You're welcome.
Oh, how wonderful!
Mini kit got there. I still don't know how to do this one though. So hang on, let me check. Oh wow, apparently the only mini kit you can get in your story playthrough is the one at the end. Yeah, the one out there we got. The gold stuff. Ah, here we go. Huh. Well, but that doesn't really track. So according to this, we need to defeat Anakin so he leaves. But last time we defeated Anakin, did he not?
Thought I was in
Did
trouble.
it not instantly pull us out of the room with him? Like, I don't remember chasing him out of the room, but maybe I did. Oh, yes, that's right, I did. The, right, because they have the whole... Yeah, right, because I need to open the door with 3PO. That's right. Okay, we're good. Apparently that other room doesn't activate until he leaves, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm not going that way. Stop it.
I'm terribly sorry, but I appear to be useless here.
Boom. Plug this in here. Now let's see what we got. Oh, got another band. I mean, I kind of hear music, even though I shouldn't, because I'm pretty sure I have the music turned off, but there's lots of games that do weird shit like that, like Borderlands, where I have music turned off, but it still plays music in the cutscenes.
I believe this is where I come in.
But apparently that's like a whole, the music is built into the cutscene, not a separate thing and whatnot. I don't know. It's annoying and dumb.
This is my speciality.
And in a world, well, now to be fair, I'm talking like pre-sequel, maybe 3 doesn't. But in a world where some of like the best publicity you can get is streamers and YouTubers playing your game, I feel like putting copyright music in it is just asking them not to. I mean, a lot of them still do, and they just cut the music out. I mean, that's what I attempt to do. It doesn't always work. I have a few of my videos that have copyright things on them. Some are nice, and it's like, shared revenue. And then some people are real dicks about it. It's like, no, we're taking all the money from it. And it's like,
Anakin, please, you
honestly, if it says shared revenue, I generally just leave it. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's fair. The thing that I don't like is that it's usually for like a song, and the person getting or who played the song is the one getting all the money, not the people who took the time to make like the entire game that I'm playing, you know? Because it's like they clearly put in more effort. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do this because I don't actually have a second, like another character. I think there's only the 2, is there not? But yeah, it's very annoying. But yeah, I know, like, I want to say the Telltale games, at least the Guardians of the Galaxy one, had, like, in their options menu, they actually had the option to mute or to change copyrighted music, you know? Like, they basically had a streamer / YouTuber mode, which obviously it just played the same song over and over again in that one, which if I actually have it up, it's story time because I don't talk through it. It's just gameplay for it because they're obviously very heavy story-based games, so I didn't want to talk through it because I don't like talking when story stuff is happening, and that's the entire game. So I just would have been more or less silent the whole time, so I just said, fuck it, I will be silent the whole time. And it lets me watch them, because I don't like watching stuff where I'm talking in it, because it's kind of weird to listen to myself talk. But like even just like the Until Dawn one, I've watched that one. Just went through and watched it, because I know that if I play them, to be fair, out of all of them, the Guardians of the Galaxy one, probably the one that I'm most, like, if I were to replay it, would probably make different decisions. Because there's one fairly large decision you can make. That, like, drastically changes stuff later. Whereas in all the other Telltale games, well, I mean, they have the same thing. But the thing is in the other ones, even though there are different choices you can make for drastically different things, they're not choices I would make. Whereas in the Guardians of the Galaxy one, I feel like the alternate choice that I'm talking about, I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil it, is something that I would now like, because when I played those, I don't think I had a guide or anything up for them, from what I remember. Because I've done a few of them. I did Guardians of the Galaxy.
My power.
I don't remember all the ones I did. But like, I remember doing Guardians of the Galaxy, at least. No, I don't want to. No, stop fucking targeting Anakin. It's not. Oh my fuck. I hate this stupid lock on. I hate it in every game they do it in. If it's not something that I can turn on and off, it just shouldn't. Okay. For some reason, I can't switch back to Obi-Wan. Which is weird, but whatever. Apparently C-3PO can beat the shit out of Anakin just as well as Obi-Wan can. Okay, so there's the protocol for it. So now I should be able to go for it. Hey, can you? Thank you. But yeah, what ones did I do? I did Guardians of the Galaxy for sure, because I remember that one.
You shouldn't have.
I know I've played The Walking Dead, but I don't think I recorded that one. Because I played it before I started recording stuff, and there was zero chance that I was replaying that
I
game.
could certainly be of assistance here.
Yeah, let's just be good. It's doing weird shit with the fucking character switching and everything as well, so let's just bail on this with everything intact. Yeah, weird. Until Dawn. Oh, Game of Thrones. I did do Game of Thrones. And that's another one where if I replayed it, there are certain choices that I would do differently. But I feel like not enough of them to actually warrant replaying it. That may be it. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if you like the Telltale games, I mean, I'd recommend giving those playlists a view. Because, I mean, go through all of it. I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't talk. It's just like watching a TV show. And you get to see the choices I make. I mean, whether or not, I mean, to be fair, maybe they're the exact same choices you make. I don't know. Alright, where's Galaxy Free Play? Well, at least we're finally over half done. I guess we'll go to Coruscant, because why not? But yeah, that's it for episode 3. We're going to take a quick peek here to see how much, or if anything, has unlocked in the galaxy for us to do now. Oh, it does show new stuff. Oh, no new side missions though, which is interesting. New puzzles in Coruscant. 2 new. Oh wow, good lord, that's a lot. And then I'm gonna assume that this time trial 1 here is probably just in Mustafar space. Yeah. Oh, also that reminds me, is there also stuff to do on Mustafar? I mean, there must not be any side quests though, because that's not showing me that there's anything new there. Although this could also be, oh, the Mustafar mining complex. Oh, good lord, look at them all though, it's all fucking locked. Alright, so I mean, that gives us a couple things to do next part. It might be a fairly short part, but what can you do, right? So yeah, Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.